We're looking for more gold from Matt this year, and I'm not talking about wedding rings. We'll update you with stories about Matt and other Paralympians through the year.
Each year we meet people we reckon are real movers and shakers in the disability sector, people with passion and vision. Lorna Sullivan is one of those people. I spent the day trying to keep up with this dynamo. The arrivals hall at Auckland International Airport is a place of happy anticipation, even at 6:15 in the morning. I'm prepared for a busy day with a woman regarded as a mover and shaker in the disability sector. Lorna Sullivan's due home from running workshops on disability strategies in Ireland. I'm told she's hard to keep up with. Right now, I just hope I find her. Lorna's on a tight schedule today, so I'm here to personally whisk her off to her next destination.
You're looking for me?
That's right.
Oh,
nice to meet you.
Being here so
yeah,
early.
that's great. I know you're really busy and we've got a car waiting for you, so let's get going.
Thank you very much indeed.
Lorna is Chief Executive of Standards Plus, an independent agency that promotes the rights of disabled people and their families to determine their own future. Today she's overseen a workshop that she organised before jetting overseas.
We're fortunate enough to have Alec Mansky and Vicky Canuck from Plan Canada. And Al and Vicky have they've done an enormous amount of work in the disability field, but today we're going to the first of the 4 families workshops that we have, which is called 7 Steps to a Safe and Secure Future.
So it sounds like you're pretty busy and we've just caught you. How much travelling have you been doing through the year with your work?
Well, this year, this has been my 7th trip, and I've got one more planned before the end of the year.
Lorna will be shepherding the 2 Canadian guest speakers through a hectic 2 weeks of seminars, family workshops and meetings with government ministers. There'll be a lot of time on the road, travelling throughout the country. Registration is well underway. The room is filling up with families and service providers eager for information. Barely an hour into a day, there's a hitch. Lorna's guest speakers haven't arrived.
Oh, hi Serena, it's Lorna. Hey, you've got a number for the Mercure Windsor, have you? Because Bridget hasn't turned up. It's 20 to 8 and we haven't got Al and Vicky. Oh, okay. Well, look, whatever hotel they're in, please, because otherwise we're meant to start in 5 minutes and we haven't got them here. Their surname is Ed Nancy.
Sounds like things aren't running exactly to plan.
Oh, it's okay.
With minutes to spare, Al and Vicky arrive. Ever the professional, no one's aware that Lorna's just stepped off a long-haul flight and into the spotlight.
My name's Lorna Sullivan and I'm here on behalf of Standards Plus, who's hosting these workshops over the next couple of weeks.
Lorna Sullivan has worked in the disability sector for 30 years. The introduction of the New Zealand Government's disability strategy was a catalyst for her to step up as an advocate.
Because I guess it's been clear from the outset really that unless there was a voice to the strategy, it would be very difficult to get any traction on it. So that's my role, is to give voice to the New Zealand Disability Strategy and to try and get some implementation of it in reality. And it's clearly evident to me that despite the greatest of goodwill, lives for disabled people weren't getting any better, particularly the most vulnerable people.
Today's workshop is about making life plans for children with disabilities. Parents and families are asked to plan what happens when they're no longer around to lend support. Lorna counsels families against relying on state services and agencies. She says making a plan also results in more meaningful lives for people with disabilities.
We set up work environments for people through supported employment agencies, etc., who find people work doing jobs other people wouldn't want to do, like pushing trolleys in the supermarket forever, instead of saying, what is it that lights this person's fire? What is it that this person is deeply passionate about? And how might we develop a work relationship from this person's passions and interests and skills? So this is one of the reasons that we've got to invest in building a vision for families, an expectation that better is possible.
And what we discovered is that when you make your contribution, all of a sudden there's a little asterisk that is removed from your name. And you are seen the way all of us see our family members with a disability. You're seen as a contributor.
Disability advocates Alet Mansky and Vicky Kamak share that vision.
So we're going to do a round of...
They're recognised in Canada as leaders in the field. They're not here for a holiday. Lorna's made sure of that.
We'll get you to introduce yourselves a bit later.
It's tea break here at the seminar, but there's not much of a break for Vicky now. I've got hold of the schedule that Lorna's put together for them, and they are extremely busy over the next 2 weeks. Tuesday alone is jam-packed. They've got the Health and Disability Commission, they've got a community groups forum, and then a funders forum.
The Health and Disability Commission, we've got the meeting with Minister Dyson, we've got the meeting with the cross-government forum, we've got the meeting with Paul Hutchison
In Rotorua and Christchurch and Wellington and Dunedin, speaking with families. We'll be at Parliament.
The husband and wife team established Plan Canada 18 years ago.
Well, I think for most of us, families of people with disabilities and any of the rest of us, the idea of having a life that is comprised solely of people who are paid to be caring for us is not a good life. That's a life that would be fairly barren and is not the kind of life that we dream of for our children.
5 hours have passed since we met. Lorna's suppressing any jet lag.
And do you guys look on our website? No.
I've decided her energy is tied to her passion for her work.
We've got a website. It's not my role to change the world, but if we could start to see that the lives of disabled people are valued and contributing, then I'll be happy.